Oh, it's just dark.
Good evening, Mr. Chair.
Hello, how are we doing, sir?
We're doing.
Good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing?
How are you?
Fine. Hello, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Good to see you from 30 seconds ago.
Hi.
Thanks for rubbing it in there. All right.
And Councilwoman, I'm still waiting on my phone call. Councilwoman McBride. Still waiting on my phone to ring.
You go get him, huh, McBride? Oh, good evening, everyone. It's that time, 7 p.m. Let me go ahead on and call our Tuesday, March 23rd, joining public hearing meeting to order. Let me ask Ms. Owens to call the roll of council members present.
Malinowski.
Here.
Pugh.
Here.
McBride.
Here.
Livingston.
Here.
Terracio.
Here.
Joe Walker. Barron.
Here.
Overture Walker.
Here.
Mackey.
Here.
English.
Here.
Newton. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Ms. Newton did inform me that she may be showing up a little late. Possible. That brings us to our other agenda items. We have item 2 on our agenda. I'm sorry, item 3, which is additions and deletions to the agenda. Mr. Price, do we have any changes reference to the agenda?
Yes, sir. And I believe you may want to take this up when it gets to this particular item, but we do have a request, and this is for case 21-006MA. This is the applicant is Richard Jackson, and it's at the Nina Lee Drive, the PDD to RSE, in which the applicant is asking for this case to be deferred. So I guess so that they can discuss this with the community a little more. Because it falls within the 15-day window of the zoning public hearing, it cannot be administratively granted. So it is before you as a council on whether to accept the motion or his request for a deferral.
Just remind me, we'll take it up when we get to that item.
Yes, sir.
That said, there's nothing else. The chair intends a motion for adoption of the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moving properly second for adoption of the agenda. There are no more discussions, changes, reference, deletions. The chair would ask Ms. Owens to call the roll for the adoption of the agenda.
Malinowski.
Yes.
Pugh.
Yes.
McBride.
Yes.
Livingston.
Yes.
Terracio.
Yes.
Joe Walker. Barron.
Yes.
Overture Walker.
Yes.
Mackey.
Yes.
English.
Yes.
Newton. Motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item 5 on our agenda, which is open public hearings. The first one is item 5A, map amendment regarding case number 20-036MA. Geonard Price, CC 4 to CC 3 of 7430 Fairfield Road, tax map number R11904-02-05. That public hearing is now open. Mr. Price, anyone sign up to speak to that?
Yes, sir. We have one comment submitted for this request, and that is from the applicant, Mr. Georgender Paul.
If that, you go ahead and read the request from the applicants.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read it. To whom this may concern, I, Georgenda Paul, am requesting a rezoning of my property located at 7430 Fairfield Road. I have owned this property since 2017, and as with any landlord, I had hopes of finding possible tenants for this property for the last 4 years. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find a tenant that would move in due to the property being zoned as light industrial. Every single prospective tenant that has come by to look at the property has wanted to bring food, entertainment, or shopping to this area through the use of my building. The growth of the community is also being hindered with the possibility of multiple businesses being able to move into my location. We can also bring upwards of 20 to 25 jobs to the local community. Please hear my plea. In its current state of zoning, there is no growth at this location or its surrounding area. Please allow us to bring growth in this area by allowing different types of businesses opening up. Thank you for your time today, Georgenda Paul.
Thank you very much. That public hearing is now closed. The chair will entertain a motion regarding item 5A.
Mr. Chair,
Ma'am, you recognize.
I move to approve.
Motion for approval. Is there a second?
Second.
Moving properly second. Any further discussion?
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized, please?
You recognize, yes.
I just want to speak to my colleagues to give a little update as to why I am taking the stance in which to approve this item, and that is after researching to find out that we do have a comprehensive plan, but we also in District 7 have the Crane Creek Master Plan, and the two plans are designed to bring development to our area. However, the Crane Creek Master Plan does not have, as written currently, I guess I should back up and say, as written, the comprehensive plan will override the Crane Creek Master Plan. So in essence, what I'm saying is the two plans are now working in conflict of each other, which is not allowing for growth and development as the Crane Creek Master Plan was written and designed. I've spoken to staff about this issue. They are fully aware, and it's one of which that we hope that we will be able to rectify. And I've encouraged staff to, bring this before council so that we can address this, so that we don't have this problem to happen in months or years to come. I would like to, for Mr. Geonard Price, Mr. Chair, if I may ask him to address council and give a little bit more detail and maybe a little technical side of what I may be missing. But this is my interpretation, that the two documents right now as written are in conflict, and our comprehensive master plan is not before, we won't be editing it until 2025. So we don't want to wait and allow these challenges to continue.
Thank you. And Mr. Price, you're recognized.
Yes, sir. Councilwoman Barron and I, we did discuss this earlier today. And again, staff does not object, because with the understanding that the comprehensive plan is, is kind of broadly applied throughout the county. And as we go through and look at various parcels, especially as requests come in, we'll be looking at more specifically and looking at areas. There may be some times to go against the recommendations of the comprehensive plan, with it being understood that as we go to update the comp plan, or as we even go through our code rewrite, that we do make adjustments as has been decided by council during these type of meetings.
Thank you. Any further discussion? If not, the motion before us is for approval for item 5A, A1. Ms. Owen, can you call the roll for the motion for item 5A1?
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terratio,
yes,
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
yes,
English,
Yes.
Newton. Motion passed.
Thank you. That brings us to item 5A2, case number 21-002MA, John Squistak from PDD to RM-HD, and that's SLE Rice Metalway, tax map number R20310-07-02 and 03. That public hearing is now open. Mr. Price, we have anyone sign up to speak to that public hearing?
Mr. Chair, I'm not sure if I'm out of turn, but may I be recognized?
Yes.
At this time, I would move to defer this item. We have a town hall slated for April the 1st, which will be next week. And that's a town hall for the community and the developer to get together and to discuss this particular item. Gives the developer an opportunity to address the concerns as well as any and hear any questions, or address questions rather, but also hear the concerns from my constituents regarding this item, but also gives the developer an opportunity to explain a little more about what this project entails. So would like to defer, Mr. Chief.
So this one question clarification from Mr. Price. Mr. Price, were there folks signed up to speak?
Yes, we had a few people that were signed up to speak for this request.
So I asked that question, so Mr. Walker, so we'll defer the public hearing too, so those folks have an opportunity to speak at the next public hearing along with the deferral.
Yes.
Thank you. It's been moved properly second for deferral, and that's the public hearing and the item here. If that's not debatable, Mrs. Ung, can you call the roll for the motion for deferral for item 5A2?
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terratio,
yes,
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
yes,
English,
Yes.
Newton. Motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item 5A3, case number 21-004MA, Richard Bates from CC1 to CC3. That's Crane Church Road. That public hearing is now open. Mr. Price, anyone trying to speak to that public hearing?
Yes, sir. We have one comment submitted, and that is from the applicant, and we'll be happy to read that into the record.
Mr. Chair, the comment from the applicant. This request to rezone the 2.63 acre tract was submitted to the Richland County Planning Department for review. The staff review indicated that the rezoning of the site was in accordance with the existing zoning requirements. On March 1st, 2021, the site was reviewed by the Richland County Planning Commission and approved for rezoning. The site is scheduled for a zoning public hearing on March 23rd, 2021. There are multiple reasons that the rezoning of this tract would be advantageous to the community in Richland County. One, the tract is currently zoned for residential development. In its current configuration, it is highly doubtful that a developer would consider a residential development on the tract. The tract is too small and would be isolated from other residential subdivisions in the area. Two, rezoning the tract would allow for commercial development and thereby increase the property tax and sales tax revenues for Richland County. Currently, the property is taxed as agricultural/timberland. Three, There is great interest in this tract by small grocery store chains like Dollar General, Family Dollar, and Dollar Tree. Dollar General is planning to open over 1,000 stores across the country in 2021, and this site would be high on their list. 4, there are plans to build over 50 new homes in the adjacent Lincolnshire subdivision. This infill development would be the first homes constructed within the subdivision in over 50 years. eXp Realty will be marketing the homes, and they are very interested in having Dollar General type store located nearby. 5, I spoke with the county representative, Ms. Gretchen Barron. She asked if it was possible to provide a 50-foot natural area between the subdivision and the proposed development site. I assured her that a 50-foot buffer would be possible. Some utility lines may need to be located within the buffer. Also, we discussed the possibility of designing the store with a brick facade similar to other stores in the Columbia area. I indicated that I would discuss the issue with any developer interested in purchasing the tract. 6, I intentionally waited on resubmitting this rezoning request while SCDOT was busy repairing the US Highway 321 bridge over Crane Creek. This bridge was damaged during the October 2015 storm. Several lanes on Highway 321 have been blocked. I have been told that SCDOT is getting ready to finish fixing the bridge and the road should be back to normal soon. I can be reached at 803-312-2076 if you have any questions related to this rezoning request. My address is as follows: Richard Bates, 111 Morning Lake Drive, Lexington, South Carolina, 29072.
Very much. That public hearing is now closed. The chair entertains a motion for item 3, case number 21-004.
Mr. Chair,
Karen, you recognize.
move to approve.
For approval, it's a second.
Second.
Moving properly second. Any discussion? There being none, Mrs. Owen, can you call the roll for the vote for item 5A3?
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terracio,
Sorry, yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English.
Yes.
The motion passes.
That brings us to item 5A4, case number 21-005 MA, James Charles Hester from RU to NC. That's located at 1220 Dutch Fork Road, tax map number R03303-01-00. That public hearing is now open for that item. Mr. Price, anyone time to speak?
Yes, sir. We have comments from the applicant, Jim Hester. This letter was also sent to, I believe, Mr. Councilman Malinowski previously, so it wasn't originally addressed to him, but it was also included as part of his comments. Staff will read that into the record.
Mr. Chair, Bill Malinowski.
Yeah, you recognize it, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Prior to Mr. Price reading that, in the event they may want to defer this, I had a couple of questions I'd like to ask of Mr. Price. In his land use and design on page 26 of our agenda, you indicate that it says multifamily development should occur, and then it goes on to say with access to roadways and adequate capacity and multimodal transportation options. Could you please let me know what is considered multimodal transportation options?
Okay, sir, if you would just let me turn to that page.
Okay.
Mr. Malinowski,
Yes, sir.
I can address that. Mr. Malinowski, so
Hold a
multimodal,
minute, Ms. Cook, go ahead, you recognize.
so multimodal transportation options would be things like biking, sidewalks, transit options, so Comet. Those would be what would be considered, as well as regular vehicles.
Okay. The only thing you have out there in that location are regular vehicles. There's no sidewalks. There's no biking lanes or paths. There's no bus service that goes over to that area. So to say that this is in conformity with land use and design because of that, I would disagree with that. And then it says that non-residential uses should be designed to be easily accessible to surrounding neighborhoods via multiple transportation modes. That's under your desired development plan. Again, there are no transportation modes other than vehicle, personal vehicle or taxi cab or something like that. That road is currently operating at a level of service F for failure, as I saw in our report here. And there's been some questions, and I don't know if you can answer this right now, but the entrance into, well, the other part, let me go to this last part where it says there are no planned or program improvements through DOT or the penny sales tax program. I thought that the penny sales tax program was taking a widening thing all the way up to that Milford Park subdivision where this restaurant's going to be located. So I question the information that we've been provided here. There's also a question as to the roadway entrance that goes into Milford Park at that point there. I don't know, there, some residents are concerned, will the restaurant try to use that road and put an entranceway off of that road into a restaurant or whatever business would come about? So these are some questions that I'd like to discuss with staff, with the applicant, and any of the community that would like to come forward and discuss it as well. So based on all these questions, I don't think it's a matter of just approval or denial. Now, I would like to defer this and the public hearing until the next committee meeting so we can all get together and discuss these questions. So my motion is for
You heard the
deferral.
motion, that's second for deferral. The next
Second.
minute, moving properly second. That's not debatable. I'll ask Mrs. Only to call the roll for the motion for deferral for item 5A4.
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terracio,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
motion passes.
Miss Only.
Thank you. That brings us to item
Ma'am.
5A5, which is case number 21-006 MA. That is Richard Jackson from PDD to RS-E. And that's Nina Lee Drive, tax map number R14600-03-27. That public hearing is now open.
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized, please?
Yes.
This is the item that Mr. Price brought before us for a request for to be deferred by the developer. And I would agree with this, but I do want to say, if it is in order, that I've spent endless hours with the community, and we have been discussing this project and in its entirety. However, the developer feels as though having an opportunity now that things are opening up a little bit, that a face-to-face meeting may be more helpful for the community. I've had the opportunity to speak to the HOA president today, and it is agreeable. So we will move forward with deferring this item with knowing that it will come before us again after a community meeting has taken place. And I would like to request that the public hearing also be deferred.
Thank you. You heard the motion, moving proper second for deferral of the public hearing. Can you call the roll for the motion regarding item 5A5?
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terracio,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item 5A6. That's case number 20-007 MA.
Excuse me,
Jessica.
Mr. Chair, I believe that's, you're in case 21-007, May.
Say that again, Mr. Price?
I think you stated this was, that you were going to case 21-006 MA. You
It's
just
7,
fixed it
yeah.
up. You're going to 7.
Right, it's 7. It's just item 6. And that's Jessica Haygood. That's Ed, some NC, that's RU to LI. That's 1041 McCord's Ferry Road, tax map number R38000-03-01 and 02. That public hearing is now open. Mr. Price, anyone sign up to speak to that
If I
public
may
hearing?
be recognized.
Miss English, you recognize.
I've spoken with Ms. Haygood and with the staff, and at this time I move to defer this item.
Motion for deferral. Will anyone sign up to speak? Do we need to defer the public hearing?
Yes, sir. We had a number of people that signed up to speak, and everyone signed up in favor of the request.
Okay, so we'll defer the public hearing as well.
Second.
It's moved properly second. Mrs. Owen, can you call the roll for item 5A6?
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terracio,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item 5A7. That is case number 21-008 MA. Jayton Patel, that's RU to GC. And it's located at 10040 Wilson Boulevard, tax map number R14800-04-01. That public hearing is now open. Mr. Price, anyone sign up to speak?
Yes, we have one comment that is from the applicant.
Step for the record.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair. First of all, I would like to thank you for giving me an opportunity to express my opinion to propose a rezoning request of 10040 Wilson Boulevard lot. We are planning to develop this corner lot with a very modern style shopping center with maximum use of green energy. This shopping center will have modern style home decor lighting showroom, little gym, healthy food franchise, restaurant, parking spaces with electric vehicle charging stations. The other 3 out parcels will have a national franchise, car wash, and coffee place. We have a very good team of GC and engineers to provide construction and require support services. This development will provide many quick services to the neighboring community, and this development could create about 68 to 78 new full-time, part-time employment opportunities for the community upon compilation of all 4 parcel development. Thank you, Jayton Patel.
Thank you. That public hearing is now closed, and Chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair,
Barron, you recognize.
move to approve.
Motion for
Second.
approval, and it's properly
Second.
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 Discussion. Move to second discussion. There being none, Mrs. Owen, can you call the roll for the motion for approval for item 5A7?
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terracio,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item 6 on our agenda, which is other business. Mr. Price, is there any other business?
Just a reminder, I believe y'all all received a request to provide information to the staff regarding the code rewrite as we aim to meet with you individually to discuss your districts. And so it's just a reminder to have that in by the close of day Friday. But that would be it for the business, Councilman.
Anything else from council members? If not, I'll entertain a motion for, it's item 7 regarding adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Adjourn, is a second, moving properly second. It's only can call roll for the motion for adjournment.
Malinowski,
Yes.
Pugh,
Yes.
McBride,
Yes.
Livingston,
Yes.
Terracio,
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Overture Walker,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
English,
Yes.
Newton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. As you may recall, our special call meeting is meeting following the zoning public hearing. So if you would kindly go out and enter back in on the for the special call meeting.